Hi, so welcome back for the first time with
I am the host. That's all I get.
podcast.
Come on, man.
Sit still, my boy, for I'm going to tell thee a story that may very well save your life.
I'm just going to start us off there, Joe.
Who's Joey? I be Captain Erie, co-host of the Two Whiskeys podcast. Welcome back for the first time. Over here we have Ryan, also known as Soul.
Yes, I'm actually Soul. I'm not on the Endeavor. We're joined again, of course, by Born. Heyo. And, as usual, we've got Jake.
Hey!
Well, definitely not Draco
Our
right now.
designated shot man.
Yeah.
Bringing up them great shots.
Oh, there. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So,
Of course you started last.
wow.
I mean, that tells you about our political
Yeah,
climate.
speaking of politics, we'll be getting into that later.
Yeah. We'll dive into that this podcast. But what else are we going to be talking about? Obviously, we're going to be sharing an SCA story, as we love to do.
Well, thought of a fun game I think we could play on the podcast and in our free time, turn into a drinking game.
Oh, fun. Like
Essentially,
most things.
I found a lot of headlines recently. I was just looking at the news and I noticed several headlines just sounded fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately didn't know if it was an Onion headline or not. So I found just 20 or 30 real ridiculous headlines and 20 or 30 Onion headlines. And we're gonna play real or fake on these headlines. Maybe try to do a drinking game.
Oh,
maybe
that's
not.
cool.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. I don't trust my chances of actually being able to decipher which one's real and what's not, because right now we live in just such a ridiculous time.
We live in a period.
I would say about half of the headlines that I got are relevant to current events going on, especially political events, the Trump and Biden, coronavirus,
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. And the other half are just random local news headlines. So, and then, the rest are Onion headlines from all over. So it's going to be real hard to pick out, I think.
I can think of a wonderful headline. Kim Jong-un is alive. Dr. Giro has saved his life. True. It wasn't the Onion. Oh, no. I'm going to hell because of my skin color. Don't you listen to the Mormons? Anyway.
Is that a thing?
We didn't have souls to them till the mid 2000s. Legitimately, we were I don't remember if it was Mormons or I know Mormons, black people started getting souls in early to mid 2000s, but I can't remember if it's super Christians or the Mormons that believe we're the children of Ham, the son that was cursed by Moses.
It's
Or
Quakers.
not Moses, Abraham. There we go.
It's Quakers.
Quakers?
I
Okay.
have no idea.
I don't know.
Well,
Either
that
way.
sounds like a fun podcast topic. I'd like to talk to you guys about Jesus.
I'm
Y'all want to hit religion?
going to dip out.
I'm gonna start preaching the word of Cthulhu.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan. Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan.
Start fucking melting next year.
Yeah.
What else is on the agenda today?
Okay, well, let's go ahead and I feel lighten the mood a little bit with an SCA story.
Oh, hell yeah. We got an SCA event, coming up in 5 months, maybe.
God, is it that far away?
Yeah.
Okay.
October.
Yeah, since unfortunately the last two we planned on going to both got canceled.
Yeah. And all the small ones that we always look at but never go to.
Yeah,
That we were actually starting to go to them right before COVID hit.
Yeah.
I was
Feel
actually
bad.
supposed to go to a small event tomorrow in shoot archery, but that got canceled. I got posted this is happening, and then I got canceled a day later.
Oh, so that thing tomorrow's canceled?
Yeah, I got canceled.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Fucking hopes up for a split second.
It was literally 6 people were going to it.
Yeah.
It was
Still canceled.
just an archery event for Royal Rounds. Yeah.
Shit.
It even falls into the category of being under a 10-person hangout and they still cancel it. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Good times.
Well,
So, on a lighter note,
yeah, hopefully.
y'all got any stories I talk about concerning the SCA?
Well, I shared one last time. Vaughn, I think you had an interesting one related to some of the lore behind Captain Eric.
Yes. So when Captain Eric gets drunk, and I mean like drunker than the average man,
When I get blackout drunk specifically.
blackout drunk, there's a creature that has been consuming the booze before him, and that creature is called the Beard,
Yeah, it's like a tapeworm for alcohol.
and it is a beast.
There's a lot of lore on the beard from what I remember. And just like third party knowledge. It's been told to me. The best we could figure out, the reason I got that title as the beard, that's what Blackout Me is called, is Blackout Me, aka the Beard, when he's running around an event and doing stuff, he doesn't give anybody his name. He's just that guy with the beard. And at an SCA event where every other man has a beard, I think that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
It's great.
When you're being described as the guy with the beard, and yeah,
Some asshole with a beard's like, great, you just described 90% of the males here.
yeah, thanks.
Look at all these tall Nordic motherfuckers with beards. What the fuck, man?
I've been told I've done several things
Several things.
while blackout. The most recent of which I believe you were about to talk about at War of the Wings last year.
Yeah.
Great things, yes.
Terrible.
Terrible things, but great.
So at War of the Wings, I'm running security. I'm on the bus. Struggle bus, having a wonderful time.
For those of you who don't know at home what is being on the struggle bus.
If they don't know what the struggle bus is, then I don't think we should teach them.
Okay, he's having a hard time with reality, and we'll leave it at that.
So I'm battling with reality and sometimes winning, sometimes losing, while polling security. So I step outside. I'm hanging out with second mate Thatch, and we end up. Cap just kind of stumbles out of the camp, and I'm like, oh, all right. Fucking just goes off into the woods, and I'm like, there's a path here. All right.
Well, it needs a moment.
Yeah. It's like 15, 20 minutes later, somebody comes out and they're like, hey, where's Cap? We're looking for him. He's fucking hammered. I'm like, oh no. He was walking straight when he left, but I guess he started to stumble in the tree line. I fucking start walking towards the tree line looking for him.
That was just me, feeling my way through the woods fluidly.
And from what I remember, I'm like looking into the woods. I'm like, I can't fucking see him. I don't know where the fuck he's at. And blah! He's in my face, fucking blood down his face. There's a fucking window out here. I'm just like, what? There's a fucking window? What do you mean? He's got blood on his face and he's just like, I was fighting a tree. And I'm like, all right, I need explanation. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you're bleeding. What are you bleeding from? He's got blood on his
Like
hands
you would
from
be
his
bleeding
nose.
if you just fought a Wendigo.
He fought a tree.
I think the tree and the Wendigo were conspiring against
The tree was actually a lesson.
Just had multiple
teamed up
mythological
on-
creatures. beating your ass.
And I was literally, it scared the shit out of me. Just because I was like, all right, I've got good fucking night vision right now. I can see fucking colors and fucking vibes and shit.
You think you're seeing those things.
Yeah, I think I am. And
You have
so
terrible
therefore,
vision normally.
well, therefore, I'm like, oh, I'm perfect here.
Right.
And then just you visualize it.
Just because it's in your head doesn't mean it's not real.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think of a witty retort, but now I got nothing. So we'll go.
So I am confronted with this creature with a beard, and I'm just like, oh, why are you bleeding? He's just like, oh, it's nothing. And I'm like, no, it's still flowing. What is it from your hand or from your face?
But, don't worry, it's not my blood.
It's just windy though.
Be surprised.
Proceed to take him back into camp after he like tries to stumble back off. And I'm like, no, beard, we gotta at least get you cleaned up. Like, you're gonna scare people. I am scared.
This is in the middle of our party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is God. This is in the middle of like
This was when I was bartending at our party.
Yeah, our bartender stumbles off into the fucking woods, comes back covered in blood that may or may not be his own.
Talking about fighting a Wendigo.
Yeah, our first party, like, as our own encampment.
Sometimes you just get really drunk and you have to go on an adventure and fight a Wendigo and a tree.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I did hear some terrible sounds once he was in the woods, but it could have been someone purging. It could have been Wendigo. No one knows.
The Wendigo was
You sat down and had a fucking long drink with him.
Nah, give him a real good gut punch.
That's what we heard.
Just how the blood came from.
There's a fucking 9-foot tall mythological monster just dry heaving after some pirate gut checks him.
Well, this actually all makes sense because the beard thinks Eric is a little bitch.
It's true. He thinks everybody's a little bitch, though, to be fair.
Oh yeah, no one shit talks Eric more than his own drunken self.
Yeah.
Like, good God.
It's just bullshit because I can't even fight him, so.
That's why he thinks you're such a fucking pussy, you won't fight him.
Yeah, I mean, I fought myself.
Well, he spends hours upon hours every chance he gets to destroy my liver.
That's why he always, like, wanders off. Whenever the beard comes out and you always take off randomly, you're just looking for Eric.
Pussy.
Yeah, you're trying to fight, but you can't find yourself.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Kind of deep in a way.
But yeah,
I find myself okay.
brought him into camp, washed him off, and then he proceeded to get people to start getting more drinks. And I can't remember who played Rummelade after that, or if it was before
After
that. I don't know. I was on the bus.
Before that, because I remember Rummelade. I don't remember anything after Rummelade.
It might have been.
I think
No,
after
because
Rummelade, you hit
Actually, I think it was either. I think it might have been before because remember I had to carry a giant to camp after Rummelade.
Yeah. What happened after Rummelade is you had said something about like a wrestling match.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't remember.
Oh my God, I got jumped. I was wrestling you, and then that was actually.
How did that start? I don't remember that at all.
I think we like hugged each other, and then we just started wrestling. And then somebody else tried to grab me, and so I'm just throwing people around because I don't like to be grabbed. And everybody's trying to pull me to the ground, and I'm like, if I hit the ground, I'm done. I'm small. I'm one of these big people's gonna step.
Are you sure there were people trying to grab you? Or did you just start swinging at the open air?
I wasn't swinging, but I
That
was.
would make sense why I don't remember that at all. But to be fair, I don't remember anything after Rummelade.
I'm like 75% sure I was grappling people.
Okay, that's better than 50%. So we're doing all right.
I'm like 75% sure it was grappling people. Actually, you know what? The beard was totally after that.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of out of breath after that, and then I was standing in front of the camp, like, man, I just got jumped by a bunch of people. Yep. That was definitely.
All right, so I wrestled with you. I went back to the bar, and then I went outside and fought a Wendigo and a Leshen.
Okay. And this was all after Rummelade?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you seemed a little beardish during Rummelade. Like,
Probably possible.
yeah, you might have been transitioning.
I don't remember the end of Rummelade. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
We were making everybody else in camp look like a bitch.
I don't remember who won.
That must have been the nicest beard you've ever been. Because when I finally showed up to the party, I couldn't even tell.
Were you there for Rummelade or did you miss it?
I think I showed up right as it was ending.
You were on the onset.
Typical.
Mm.
So then what happened?
Got him into.
No one remembers.
Yeah, I got him into camp. We washed the blood off it, and I remember our chaplain was like, "Why is he bleeding?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It was a Wendigo."
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I didn't punch him. We wrestled earlier, but he wasn't bleeding.
You might have wrestled earlier. 75% chance.
I know I wrestled him. 75% chance there were all the other people that I thought I was wrestling. Because I know I definitely got grabbed by like at least 4 or 5 other people. Because that's
Constructs, yeah.
yeah, whatever, man. Constructs of my imagination or whatever.
Yeah.
They were there.
Celestial beings, whatever. Man.
Oh.
Something like it.
I wrestled a celestial being.
I would not let them touch me.
Why?
Which wish you'd have in that.
Well,
Scared their mojo will rub off?
no, it's like the celestial being touching you. That's like the fabric of your being just kind of being touched by something greater than it. It subsumes you.
I mean,
Would you fight an eldritch being?
Yeah.
That's the same
That's
thing.
willpower.
I mean, celestial beings are eldritch beings as well.
True.
Same of mind. if you believe that they're made up,
Okay.
a greater thing than you are, of course it's going to empower you in your will.
All right. I'll give you that. I can't really argue
Of
that.
course, God give him a chance. That's a different story.
We're talking about fighting celestial beings.
Yes.
I'm just.
You just listen.
Okay.
I mean, if you want me to join, I can. But
You want to squeeze in here for a minute?
sure.
Yeah.
Y'all are the best.
Okay.
Which shot glass you want?
I just handed it away.
I'm obviously not
Oh,
points
you're
today
right.
because I'm the only one not in garb.
Yeah.
You're
That is a lot.
Lacking.
So, this
But you're not.
Yes, we are joined by.
this is Vivica, the chaplain of me ship, the Endeavor.
The one who
Hello,
asked why he was
hello.
bleeding.
What?
The one who asked why he was bleeding.
Yeah. We were talking about the beard coming out while I was covered in blood at Oil Wings.
Oh God, yes. I
You
have.
carry on the story.
Actually, I want to hear the rest of that story because me and Barb don't remember it at all. He was on the bus and I was just gone. I was 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, I was sober because I was doing tarot readings at the time. So I'm over here minding my own business. And here comes Vaughn through the sheets. I see him peek through the sheets that are, covering the VIP area, going, "I need help. Captain needs help," and then he disappears. So I'm like, all right, fine. So then here comes Captain with blood in his beard, and I'm like, where? On hands, everything, and I'm like, where are you bleeding from? And he goes, here, holding his hands out everywhere. And I look over, and Isolt and Oliver at the time were doing a coffee bar. So I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to have to explain this right now. So I just like pull things to where they can't see, and I'm like, everybody be quiet, and I'm blocking things with my body. I don't want to have to explain this right now. And so at the time, Cam was asking for help. Or not really. He was just kind of doing whatever Vaughn put him in the chair for. And Vaughn was like,
you were holding his hands
he's just holding his hands out. So I grabbed some napkins and wet him, and I'm trying to like help him clean his beard out because he looked a fucking mess.
I'm just trying to recover, all right?
And you're
Now
like,
that
so all of a
Fight
sudden,
with the Wendigo.
all of a sudden he decides I'm fine and I need to go out. I'm like, yeah, but you look fucking crazy. You need to get cleaned out. And you're like, I'm fine. It's but a flesh wound. And I'm like, no, but you're covered in blood and you look insane. You can't go out there right
It's a
now.
pirate party. I feel like I'd be more fitting there than anyone else.
Meanwhile, I've got people waiting to get tarot read. Captain covered in blood, trying to clean him up with fucking napkins.
I just thought about something.
It was fantastic.
The beard was trying to keep your garb from getting wet with blood. Why? I don't know. I just thought about it. I'm like, wait, your hands were held out the entire time. The beard was trying not to get blood in your clothes.
I don't know if he was actually the beard so much as just blackout drunk.
We got to blend this
Moving
together.
on,
Yes.
before we get into sad politic bullshit,
Yeah. Trying to keep it upbeat as long as possible.
I'm told that you and Draco also have a story about the beard. One that I personally enjoyed a good bit.
Oh.
This is when, in my mind, the beard got fleshed out the most. Because before that, there was like 3, maybe 4 stories I heard about, and it's just beard causing just vandalism, wanton destruction, telling people to fuck off.
Yeah, a lot of hurt
shit like
feelings.
that. Yeah, I think the time before that, I just went up to a bunch of people and just told them what they needed to know, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah. Daddy Beard didn't give you what you wanted. He gave you what you needed.
Sure.
Daddy beard. Oof.
Like really insulting shit from what I was told, because I know there was one time that was just incredibly insulting with you and Vigo, where I just insulted the shit out of both of you.
There was one point.
Was any of it untrue, though?
I don't know exactly what was said.
I don't. At this point in time, I don't remember what was said.
This was years ago.
This was many years
This was
ago.
several years ago, yeah.
The beard and I were getting on to Vigo about something, and
The beard just switches sides.
went to a certain point,
Uh-huh.
and I went from standing beside the beard facing Vigo to going, you know what? No. And I moved toward Vigo, took like 2 steps, moved toward Vigo, and then turned around and went, and you, motherfucker. And like I said, I don't remember what the conversation was about. I just remember watching his Eric's eyes, or the Beard's eyes, go from, wait, you're not on my side anymore? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Now I can fire in any direction.
The realization.
All you were doing was holding me back.
The realization that you only have one gun, but all the fucking ammo.
I think I got that way towards you one time, though. So
I'm a duck on stuff like that.
So yeah, my experience as far as the beard goes, and Draco was there for that as well. We were outside of a camp. I always confuse the name of the camp. Shadow Stalker? Night Stalker. Yeah, we were outside of Camp Night Stalker, and I had a bottle that I'm pretty sure was mostly Everclear.
Grapefruit, Everclear. I remember it.
Grapefruit tastes nasty though.
I know it does. That's why I remember very, very well.
All right, it was like just grapefruit juice and fucking Everclear, and I rushed to grab something to take around with me that night, so I just wanted to have a sipping drink, and everything was going well for a while until we got outside of that camp. We saw a friend of ours, and we stopped and started talking to him for a little bit.
That was the last thing I remembered.
Yeah, because
I know I grabbed the bottle.
Yeah, I remember you grabbed the bottle from me and just takes a deep drag of it.
I said something.
Remember what?
Something about bringing the beard out.
Oh yeah. You essentially wanted the beard to come out because he always came out like on Thursday night while at Penzic. You're just like,
I had it on a pattern at that point.
Yeah. He had it on a pattern. Straight up fucking Nutty Professor movie right there.
Yeah.
He probably said something like, "Here be monsters." And he just took his swing. It was like, oh, here we go. There's the beard now.
That was the last thing I remember until the next morning.
Yeah, so he took just the deepest draw from my bottle of essentially straight fucking Everclear, and we left there after a while. Our friend kept talking for a long time, and then you eventually just got bored, I guess, and you just walked away, so we followed you. Because we were just like, oh, there's our opportunity to get out of this conversation. And I don't remember a lot of the in-between. I just remember we walked around the lake at Penzic like over a half dozen times. And the whole time we're walking around it, you're just shitting on us.
You're walking behind him. Just...
not physically, boy.
I know. Sounds like it though.
But no, he's delivering some fucking reality checks, just basically calling us pussies. His signature
Only a true
move.
friend can be so cruelly honest.
Yeah.
Oh, you were doing it to yourself too at the same time.
Only a true friend can be so
Well, I was still a little let's say socially shy at the time. This was maybe I think my second Penzic. It was my first or second Penzic. Yeah.
Oh.
I used to be quite the shy boy. Look at me now, Dad.
He didn't talk
look at
in
me
the
now.
first
Not the
3
shadow.
parties he showed up
Not the
at.
shadow.
Le Sombre Blanc.
Le Sombra Blanco.
That I don't feel like that counteracts me being shy. I literally drift in out of the shadows and choke somebody without saying a word that's not different than what I
Stand
normally
on
do.
treetops and shit.
You've successfully scared the shit out of me multiple times at every event.
He's a sneaky
Gross.
boy.
Anyway, so this prompted me, like
shit happens.
this prompted me, of course, like, hey, he's talking shit. I'm gonna talk shit too, because I had some things to say to Draco, and so I did. And some banter, we'll call it, got exchanged back and forth between the three of us for a while, and it literally became one of those situations, like not literally, but like me and Draco falling back and like. Something about this guy. Like it almost seemed like one of those situations like in a survival group you drift back with another dude and like, all right, we gotta kill this man. But it was more of a like, how do we get out of this situation? My feet are bleeding. He won't stop walking around the fucking lake right now. It's awful. So eventually we say, hey, we gotta use the bathroom. So we all stop at Porta John's. All of us go in, I think. I don't actually.
To the Porta-John?
Not the same one.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on, y'all are way closer than I realized. They're so small.
Right.
I mean, we
Soul and I were the same one.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, that makes more sense.
Anyway, so at the very least, me and Draco went into a Porta John. I thought Eric did. I don't know if he actually did or not. Either way, when me and Draco came out of them done pissing, he was gone. He just vanished into the fucking wind.
Actually, he would.
And we didn't see him again until the next day. I do remember vaguely, I think you were spotted asleep on top of Draven's ship that morning.
Was
like you
this
just
my
climbed on
first
top of the ship
Pinsic?
and slept there?
Entirely possible.
I think it
Because
was.
I think this was my first Pinsic because I remember being like, I remember seeing you on top of Draven's
I slept on
ship.
that several times.
But I remember us being
That has
like,
the
is
beard?
somebody going to tell him that he's going to fall off because he's rolling? And they're like, nah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's
And-
a professional.
And I was
Done
like,
it
okay.
several times.
Dear Lord.
We actually have a picture of me sleeping up there. I don't know if it was that specific night, but I'm in full fucking garb. Still have my boots on, have my hat with me, and I'm just on top of the ship, passed out.
Captain sleeping on the ship.
And for those who don't know, our former captain, Draven, she had a trailer that was an old pop-up camper that legitimately got turned into a full, like, miniature wooden pirate ship with rigging and all kinds of stuff. So, like,
It was like 10 feet tall.
yeah, like 10 feet tall.
Had a really nice ladder built into it.
And that allowed Eric access to climb up it in the dead of the night, I guess, and sleep above her.
Me and Jack actually
watchful
passed out
guard.
on it once.
I remember.
I passed out on it several times, but every time I have, nobody's noticed.
Story of your fucking life, Jake. All right.
They probably just thought you were a captain. They probably just saw your legs and feet.
They probably thought I was Eric.
yeah, they thought you were Eric.
Probable, yeah.
All they saw was the boots or the feet.
Which is weird because we go to an event, you sleep until like 11 o'clock in the morning, but I guess you pass out on top of the ship in the sunlight and you wake up at like 7. Yeah.
Well, yeah, once that sun hits you, you start roasting and you can't sleep.
Not I.
Well-
That's so comfortable.
Well, you had like
Someone gave me like breakfast once.
on
while
top
I
of
was
the
up
ship.
there. Yeah, I woke up and there was just a plate of like eggs and toast and bacon and stuff. I'm like, holy shit.
Someone loves me.
This is actual heaven right here. Just passed out of my garb and like the warm sunshine and shit. It's like, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning. Wake up, plate of eggs and bacon. Fuck. It was orgasmic.
And
I
after,
ate it and choked on it because I dry mouth like a motherfucker because I was dehydrated as all hell.
so yeah, naturally you sit more Everclear and.
I remember the bottle was at the front of the camp the next morning, empty.
Yeah, the full. It was like a liter bottle too, I believe. And I filled that thing up, and I didn't drink too much of it before he got a hold of it. So you had a lot of Everclear on top of everything else that night.
Yeah. Good hangover. It was one of those hangovers where you just have to sleep all day and there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah,
I
unavoidable.
remember that one.
Heaven is bacon and mimosas.
Yes.
That is heaven.
Yes.
I remember getting, I think bacon and mimosas was literally after my first night at Pinsic. Showed up, got convinced to play Stump. Y'all got me way too fucking drunk, and then...
Hey, we didn't do shit.
No!
I didn't get too drunk playing Stump.
Yeah, it wasn't peer
I
pressure or
played
anything.
Stump and then got too drunk.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Because, like, I got really drunk during Stump and then somehow won
Yeah, that's how
after hitting my own nail.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I remember
before.
that.
Yeah, I literally got there and everyone was like, damn, we thought you were going to have to get you out of jail because the cops.
And so, like, to bring light to it, Stump is a game that's played at Pinsic. Essentially, you get a hammer and nails, and you have your own nail, and you play against like 3 people, and they all have their own nail that's in a stump.
Yeah, they're all driven in like a quarter inch something to be held
about
up.
a quarter of the nail gets driven in. So, like, nails that long. About 3 inches, 4
3 inch nail,
inches, and a quarter of it will get driven in. And the trick is that you have to flip a hammer and hit someone else's nail, and the last nail standing wins. So that's Stump. That's a game that we play, and you have to have a drink in your hand while you're playing, and you have to get a fluid flip on it. That's easily my favorite game.
Is that one of
At
their
Pinsic.
rules, or did we integrate that rule?
What?
The having to have a drink in your hand.
They don't really do strict rules like that because then people would just stop playing.
Fair enough.
But that's
I mean, we obeyed that rule to a T. I just didn't know if it was legitimately their rule or if we just decided to do it.
we do that when we play because we expect a higher level of skill than they do from grabbing random passerbys on the street.
Now, side note, and I'm sure Captain can verify, that if you see me playing Stump, just go
Move.
and come back later. Someone's gonna get hurt.
That hammer might go flying like Mjolnir.
Yeah. It's real bad. It gets dangerous real fast.
See, I loved like back in the day, like 3 years ago when they had it, when they first brought it, like you could play the original rules because they didn't make the game. There's original rules to it where like if you flip it on your leg, you get 2 swings immediately, 2 swings on it. If you flip behind your back, then you get fucking like 3 swings on it. You know.
Yeah, no one can do that.
I can, and I did
while drinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me, Danny, Eric, and Rooster all did it.
Anybody who's good at juggling can do it.
Yeah, we did a game before. It was all 4 of us, and every throw was a behind the back over the head, 4 hits.
I would crack myself in the skull, man.
It's okay. You probably break the fucking hammer with your iron head.
Probably. And my dreads are good cushions.
Yeah, they are.
That was a very quick game. Actually, last year was probably one of my favorite games. It was in the middle of a fucking rainstorm, and it was all veterans that were playing. I know you were there. I don't remember if you were playing, but it was like me. Rooster wasn't there. It was me, Eric, Danny, Penny. Mm-hmm. I think you were there.
I don't know if I was playing, but I definitely know I was there.
Yeah, and it was just fucking...
Because I remember the rainstorm.
Pouring down rain, and we're just playing Stump with our fucking, like, we all had mugs in our hands, just getting full of water.
No. I definitely remember being there. I definitely wasn't playing because I ducked inside their little fucking, like, curtained hovel that was, like, 2 people could stand in it at
tiny
best.
Little bar.
Yeah, tiny little bar. Crammed full of, like, 4 people in a 2-person area with my big ass in there. And I just remember, like, just trying to get their attention, like, please, something to drink. It's cold out there.
All the bartenders, including me, were playing Stump outside.
Yeah. It was a challenge, but I got something, damn it.
Yeah. Since my first year of playing that, like 3 or 4 years ago, I donated over $100 to their game, which all proceeds go to, like, Planned Parenthood and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they made me a minor judge. And then the year after that, they made me a judge, and now I just have free run of their bar and fucking Stump.
Well,
this last year, I walked up to Stump like, "Hey, Eric, how you doing?" It's like, "Oh, cool, I gotta go to the bathroom." He just like, this is the first time I saw him that year. He just handed me the fucking like gavel. It's like, "Cool, I gotta go to the bathroom. See you." Like, and he just left me there for an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was gone for like an hour and just left you to take over the game.
Yeah.
Danny did something similar
That's
to me
trust.
when I walked up to get my drink refilled. They called him out to go play Stump, and he had a line. And he's like, "Here, Draco, take over the bar." I'm gonna come. All right.
Yeah.
Who wants a drink? What do you got? I don't know.
Like, I have liquid of some kind.
Would you like to drink? Here. What's next?
I believe we should look at this whiskey.
Yeah, we should go ahead and take a look at this whiskey. We've been avoiding talking about it for too long.
Is it that bad?
No. We just haven't talked about it.
Yeah, let's see. This looks nice.
Yeah. I managed to find this bad boy. It is a J.R. Ewing private stock, I believe.
Private Reserve.
Private Reserve.
Bourbon whiskey. And you know what that means.
No.
And it tastes like wood.
It was made in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, Jake will probably hate it. It's a nice box, though.
Oh, yeah.
You've had all podcasts look at it. But for people that aren't watching on YouTube, it's this nice, like, what's that? Cardboard with, like, a laminate on it. It looks like a...
It's like a laminate box that...
It's like a rectangle box.
Yeah, hinges open at the bottom.
It's definitely going to taste like wood.
Yeah, the bottle's sitting in, like, this hard foam.
I'm going to keep that case.
It's got a nice, rectangle...
Yeah, rectangular prism kind of bottle going on
bottle,
here. Very symmetrical.
Wooden cork. Very nice. I want to keep this bottle.
Yeah, I'm keep the bottle and the box.
I like the
For your special need.
It is 80 proof, which is 40% alcohol, which is about par for the course for whiskeys.
I found the back of the box to be a very engaging read. Why don't you break into that a little bit?
I'd love to.
Hands off it, one.
I can read.
Liar.
All right, we'll read into the microphones every
I wasn't
time.
going to read it out loud.
Oh, okay. Well, dead air.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for me, then it's damn sure good enough for you.
That's not on the box, by the way.
what?
It's just a statement.
J.R. Ewing bourbon whiskey. Bourbon done right.
Okay.
As the most notorious and celebrated bourbon whiskey in history, J.R. Ewing's signature style was founded on a platform of being the best. The bourbon created in his name carries the same creed throughout the decades of distilling experience brought to his Texas roots, and bottled in Dallas, where J.R. made his mark. Well balanced with a light amber color and a maturity that adds to its complexity, the taste profile is surprisingly mild yet crisp. It greets you with a classic nose marked by the notes of vanilla, oak sweetness, and a touch of orange. Leaves you with a light, spicy honey taste that lingers.
All right.
That
Sounds like you were reading
nice.
a book report.
Were you nervous in front of the fucking class?
Isn't that how you read out loud?
Oh, Jesus.
Talk like a pirate and not a nasally teenage boy.
Fuck you.
Boring.
I like the flavor profile.
According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. What do you know of birth defects, Vaughn?
Look at me.
Damn it! I was literally gonna say that, but you wouldn't stop doing your. I was like, shut up. I was trying to get the joke in, but you stole it. Damn. Always overshadowed.
You were gonna hurt me before I could hurt myself.
Yeah, that's a true friend.
Yeah, actually, I guess so.
You had the sticker bottom, right?
Yeah.
Could have smelled the cork.
All right.
Smells really good.
Does it? Let me go ahead and give this a whiff, I suppose. Lauren's face does not.
Off the cork, it smells like any other whiskey to me.
Yeah.
Out of the shot glass, it could be the power of suggestion, but I do smell the hints of vanilla that it was talking about on the box.
I don't get the orange, but I definitely do get the vanilla. It's after that initial sting.
I'm getting the orange now that you said something. I didn't get it before.
No.
Power of suggestion, that just affects me.
It is
I guess.
super strong.
That's why I suggested.
And now I'm getting the orange.
Very often.
Wow. Look at that. Suggested myself.
Maybe it just shifts every 10 seconds.
It's a scintillating whiskey of vanilla and orange.
Scintillating, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Very good flowery words.
I'm mostly getting vanilla here.
All right, well, somebody go ahead and give this a taste.
Bottoms
Sup
up.
it.
Oh, not bottoms up. I want to sip it.
Yeah, I was about
give it a little
to say,
sip.
little sip.
Sip.
First impressions, last impressions. Anything?
That tastes amazing, actually.
Does it?
You get a very subtle burn at the very end and just very smooth. Just, I don't want to say fruity, but very I'm not getting the
No orange.
wood taste. I'm not getting an orange taste. I want to taste the vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's there, but I think it's doing more work cutting the just initial hit that you get from a lot of whiskeys than actual flavoring,
Okay.
It's a tasty whiskey.
Yeah, go ahead and take a swish of it. I didn't get any burn from it.
I get it at the very back, but it's a tasty whiskey. Like it doesn't taste like what it describes. But
Yeah, all I'm getting is just the alcoholic burn that you get from any other alcohol that you drink.
It's very light flavor. It's got a lot of mellow to it. There's barely any burn at all at the back end. You can definitely taste the hints of vanilla and orange, but it is extremely smooth, and I'm really surprised I like it.
yeah.
Most whiskey slides down my gullet and it just kind of makes me hurt a little bit for a second.
Yeah.
When it drops from my esophagus into my stomach. I'm not getting that from this.
How much was this?
This, I believe, I don't know, I bought it a little while back. I think it's around a 35-40 range.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. I'm not really one to buy whiskey, but I would buy that to be able, it's an easy drinker and it's a pleasant drinker.
I think that's a good word for it. It's an easy drinker. It doesn't have an amazing taste.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it is smooth as well.
It's a whiskey.
But it is easy. I like the taste of some whiskeys.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't. It tastes like a whiskey.
It's so underpowering in every aspect of it. That it's smooth. It doesn't hurt you any. But a lot of the flavors just aren't jumping out at me at all.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, I like the way they all mix together, and I would actually probably spend more money on that than what it's actually worth.
Yeah, I'd probably pay about $50 for it.
Yeah, because
I mean, just the appearance alone. I mean, beautiful fucking
Hella
container.
good presentation.
Yeah.
Because a good whiskey you should be able to just drink whenever you want. And this is super easy to drink.
I don't know necessarily if this is a great shot whiskey, but definitely a good sipping whiskey.
Yeah, I'm actually don't really
100%.
want to take a shot of it, but I would love to put this over some fucking ice.
Yeah, you have to take a shot of it.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying like just from the like I wouldn't want to take a shot of it. I'd want to put it in a glass. And
I don't necessarily know if I could do it over ice myself, just because it's already very mellow. Like it's got a good flavor,
You don't
but it's
want to water it down.
yeah.
even
Okay, then
more.
just
If you
a regular
water it
glass,
down, then
I
you
guess.
won't taste anything. You basically
I
drink
think
water.
neat. That's perfect. Maybe chill it a little bit.
Yeah.
I would like it cold.
So chilled
But
glass.
that also mellows the flavors of it even more.
Yeah, a lot of whiskeys when you chill them, you lose a lot of the like punch that you get from them.
Because
Alright,
like I
think-
taste the vanilla, but that's about it.
I would say this is best just neat.
Yeah,
If you chill it, I think you could take shots of it and just get drunk off of it.
I don't know if I'd want to even do that with this though.
At the
It's just
price,
pleasant.
no. If I want to get drunk, I'm going to drink fucking $15 Admiral Nelsons.
Yeah, for sure.
I could get drunk off this, but like you said, I don't want to. That seems like
It feels like a waste,
of money.
yeah.
If I'm gonna get drunk off something kind of expensive, then I'm gonna get drunk off like $100 whiskey,
Yeah, for sure.
just for the story of it.
Mm-hmm. You need to get one of those bottles on.
We will.
Oh,
Give it time.
gosh.
So,
Oh boy.
what are we gonna break into next? Stop.
We spent a lot of time on that whiskey, but I could drink this for the rest of the podcast, though.
And I plan to.
Definitely,
All right.
it's really good. So, if I may, as I mentioned earlier, essentially real or fake headlines.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read off one and then y'all tell me whether it's real or fake, or read off two and have you pick one?
I personally want you to just read off one, and we decide whether it's real or fake.
Okay.
Losers take shots.
If you lose, you take a shot. That's a lot of pouring and a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I'm going to
no,
take a sip.
Yeah. How about
Of the shot.
fill up your shot glass and take a sip if you're wrong. How about that?
that seems fair.
I don't know why I'm filling mine up. I'm reading,
Yeah, you can.
and I already know all of these.
Pages are blank. All right. Yeah, that over here.
I'll take a sip if I only get like one or less people. Okay. First things first.
Obviously.
And I did write down all the news sites that I got this from.
Okay, so they are
For
sourced.
afterwards, after you yeah, they are more or less sourced.
Okay.
I did an adequate amount of research. If it's a trustworthy, I air quoted, news source, then I wrote it down.
It's just appalling.
New York Times.
Do you see what this podcast has done to us? We've started to do research.
I don't have anything from Breitbart, or I think I have like one thing from Fox News, so we'll see. All right, first things first.
Okay.
Trump. Even one death that makes me look bad is a tragedy. Real or fake? Headline.
Dude. Oh, man. He says all kind of wild shit.
I think that's real,
I'm going
personally.
to go with real.
Yeah.
That's onion.
Oh, no.
Like I'm a little
You
upset.
wanted to believe it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm a little upset that that's fake.
Edit that.
But at the same time, thank God. Next one.
All right. Okay. How about this one? Biden campaign email trails off halfway through.
Oh, yeah. True.
His dementia caught up to him in the middle of typing. That sounds real to me.
False.
Think so?
It's onion.
Oh, really?
Wow,
Damn.
okay.
All right.
But the fact that it was so believable hurts.
I mean, we have Kofifi from Trump. So like, why the hell not? Is that not fucking Biden,
I
man?
fucking forgot about that shit.
I haven't.
Next one.
Peppered farmer
It was
memories.
too true. That's why I couldn't go with it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll see the.
How about this? Elderly prisoner granted release but got COVID during government appeal.
I think that's real. I
Yeah.
feel like I saw that.
That's true.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's just fuck. I'm about to say, that's just so fucked up enough to be real.
It's 2020. Of course it happened. What do you mean? Oh God, I'm out of prison. Oh shit, I'm dying. Fuck. That's literally 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay.
Biden. Or wait, no. What is Joe Biden talking about?
What? Is that a headline?
Yeah.
Man, I want to say onion, but we know that it's fucking true.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, it's
Brian.
I'm gonna go with onion on that one.
Wall Street Journal.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Take a sip.
I plan to.
What is he talking about? I don't fucking know. He doesn't know either.
For spy agencies, briefing Trump is a test of holding his attention.
You know what? Onion. I like it's too good to be true.
Can you repeat that?
You want me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
For spy agencies, briefing Trump is a test of holding his attention.
I hate that that's probably true.
I'm
I'm
hoping
gonna go with true.
New York Times.
Oh, fuck. That's rough. That's our commander-in-chief, guys.
Okay. What else you got?
Trump's cabinet backs up his use of unproven drug.
Oh, that's true.
That's definitely true.
Born.
Fucking what, mate?
Trump's cabinet backs up his use of unproven drug.
Here's a question. Is he using the drugs, or is he saying the drugs are okay to use?
It's just a headline, fam.
You don't get any more information.
CNN.
Fuck. What is he doing? Like, is he like Hitler doing fucking paraffin or some shit? Doing meth and whatever?
Hydrochloroquine?
How about this one? Donald Trump, the most unmanly president.
That's true. That's a real article.
I want it to be untrue because it would say something better about us.
Look at his hands! Look at his hands!
You can't get that reference.
Atlantic.
Is that a real thing?
The Atlantic, yes.
Alright, fuck.
Enjoy your drinks, boys.
White House ramps up PR campaign to improve Trump's image.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
I think
Whether or not that's a headline is true.
I've been right twice, so on the off chance, I'm gonna go with onion on that one.
True.
True?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer? Mm-hmm. True. CNN.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll accept that defeat.
That makes fucking sense.
I mean, just because he needs it doesn't mean that they were doing it.
Executive order for Twitter, motherfucker.
We'll get into that later. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey. I got a two-part for you. I'm gonna do the which one's onion and which one's real.
Okay.
Alright. How much do y'all like the just politics right now? Just all of the politics. Is it fun for you?
Yay!
As a blanket statement, I am uncomfortable.
I am extremely
You're a
uncomfortable.
black man, of course you're uncomfortable.
Here we go. Which one is real? Which one is onion? Trump says COVID worse attack than Pearl Harbor. And Biden appears to confuse D-Day with Pearl Harbor Day during campaign event.
Alright, that one has to be real because I could see Biden in his dementia saying.
I'm gonna abstain from this one.
Oh yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I already know the answer to this one.
Could you repeat the question?
It's a two-part. Trump says COVID worse attack than Pearl Harbor, and Biden appears to confuse D-Day with Pearl Harbor Day during campaign event.
The first one is false. The second one is true.
They're both true.
Oh,
God!
Yes, they're both fucking
I'll
true.
drink for the trick question.
And I will drink because it is depressing.
One was BBC and the other one's Fox News. The one that's Fox News is about Biden, but you know.
Of course it is.
still.
They can't say anything bad about God Emperor Trump.
Yeah.
Even
He got
so,
a Space Force.
Even so, I don't.
Work in progress.
All right. How about this one?
It's both true.
Trump turns to an old ploy during COVID pandemic. Blame Obama.
The way that's phrased, I'm gonna call it onion.
No, that. I mean.
No, it's true, but the way it's phrased, I'm gonna say onion.
The headline is onion. just because it's a true story doesn't mean the headline isn't from the Onion.
All right, Onion. Yeah.
New York Times.
Oh no! I was right.
This is the last time I listen to you, Ryan.
You should have never started. How many more you got there, Joe? I know you took down like 4 pages of this stuff.
I got several more, but we'll just get some of the good ones out.
Okay.
Trump blames China for acting too late in coordinating U.S. COVID response.
I feel like he mixed his words up.
No, he probably didn't. I believe that's 100% true.
Yeah, that's true, but he definitely didn't mean to say that.
No, he did probably, and that's the problem.
Final answers?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's Onion.
It's
Oh, thank God.
all right, whatever. Sure.
It doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many other ones that are true.
No, I'll take that L at least.
I'm tired of taking L's.
Alex Jones says he's considering eating his neighbors if coronavirus lockdown continues.
This one's true.
That's gotta be true.
I've seen this. It's true.
Ah, God damn you.
Look at it. It's Alex Jones.
And he's not considering. He said he'll fucking do it.
That nigga's
His daughters will not starve. He will eat his neighbors.
Hitler's alligator dies in Moscow Zoo at the age of 84.
True?
Wait, no.
If that's true, I mean, cool.
Wait. Calculating. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, that should be true.
You're right. Huffington Post.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did the math. I'm like, that's feasible.
Math checks out. Any other real bangers to throw in there?
Yes.
Quit Fortnite dancing.
Think about it for a minute.
Zuckerberg criticizes Twitter for fact-checking Trump.
That's true.
Did they fucking really? I hope that's Onion. I hope that's not fucking true.
That's 100% true.
Come on, Cyborg Man or Alien Man. What the fuck are you? Fucking Cylon, Replicant. What are you?
I don't know.
What he is or whether it's true?
Both.
It's New York Post. Now drink for being indecisive.
Fuck. Why would Zuckerberg?
No, he straight up was like, fact-checking political speech violates free speech. I'm like, what?
I love
But wait,
America.
regular people get fact checked.
Yeah, the spineless robot for some reason.
Trump delays Easter to July 15th to keep promise on coronavirus.
That's not how that... Wait.
No.
I'm going to guess the promise was this will be eradicated by the time Easter comes around.
Yeah, he said it was going to be... everything will be back to normal by Easter time.
Obviously, you know, that's a real Trump move. You know, let's move the date back so that it fits my my agenda. I'm going to go with Onion though on that.
Definitely Onion.
If this is true,
I'm sad.
I don't want to live on this planet.
It's Onion.
Oh, thank
You
God.
got me.
Thank God.
Biden campaign considering using the internet to attract voters.
What timeline are we in again?
Somewhere between the 50s and 70s.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say that's Onion, and I'm gonna hope it's Onion.
Onion, please.
It's Onion.
Thank God.
All I can imagine is that fucking meme right now. If like they finally start using the internet, like, hello, fellow children, with a skateboard over his shoulder, just Biden.
Steve Buscemi's his fucking network man.
Couple more real class act fucking news articles, then we'll move to our next topic.
All right. Trump mocks reporter who refused to remove mask as politically correct.
I hope
the mockery was, oh, look at this asshole being politically correct
for not removing their mask. Yeah.
Onion, please.
I'm gonna say that's true, and
no.
It's gotta be true.
Please no.
It's true.
Yeah, I thought so. Enjoy your drink, Vaughn, and also the depression that goes with it of realizing that was a true article.
I'm just gonna say I'm actually having an issue with that.
Can e-scooters survive the pandemic?
What?
Can e-scooters survive the pandemic?
All right, first of all, what is an e-scooter?
I don't fucking know.
Well, I used to sell them. They didn't even survive.
I don't give a shit about your fucking off-the-truck products, Vaughn.
Is
what
it
is
true
an
or Onion?
It is. It is true because.
Yeah, because
true.
The batteries stopped coming out of China, so whether they could survive or not. Same with the parts as well.
right, how about this? Why is COVID killing African Americans?
I don't know. Tell us, Ford.
That's a weird way to spell police. Sorry.
No, you're not.
That's true.
That's absolutely true, because I think I remember reading it. True.
New York Times.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
One more for a scout.
Sure. Cop fired for saying unfortunate. More black people didn't die of coronavirus.
That's a fucking onion, because we know that shit wouldn't happen. They get leave.
No, I probably wouldn't even gotten leave. I'm gonna go with onion on that one.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh,
Wow.
thank
At
God.
least
Somebody's
he
got
got
fucking
fired.
morals. I'm happy.
All right.
Not only is that true, that was from NBC News. All right, last one.
Okay.
We'll do a two-parter again.
All right.
You abstained from this one because you already
I already heard this one.
already saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one of these is true? Which one's onion? South Korean soccer team used sex dolls to fill empty stadium. Or German soccer league simulates presence of fans by pumping racial slurs into stadiums.
Wait, what?
The first one's true.
Yeah.
I know that one. The second one,
Sounds true.
I'm gonna go with false.
Germany is on a roll for doing things right, so I'm gonna say the first one's got to be true, because I mean they fucking put out like fake food all the time to show that they have wealth. So first one true, second one false.
Final answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Germany's on their shit, man.
Yeah. No racial
They can't be
slurs.
off their shit.
No racial slurs from Germany, but there were sex dolls from Korea.
It's only been 80 years.
Ooh-wee.
It sounds accurate though.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Have you ever actually ran into some hooligans?
Never mind.
Some soccer hooligans?
I haven't run into German soccer hooligans. I've run into
European
I've run into like English soccer hooligans.
They're European.
Yeah, but you specifically said Germans, and I'm like, I haven't run into like asshole Germans. I've run into really, really nice Germans. I've run into asshole Englishmen. So if you'd said like English, I'd be like, oh yeah, they're fucking calling everybody all kinds of
All
races.
soccer hooligans are the worst. Specifically Manchester and Chelsea. But all soccer hooligans in Eastern Europe are just the worst.
That seems a little biased.
How's it biased? Americans aren't the worst because we're not good at that sport and we know it.
No, but we don't have soccer hooligans. We have football hooligans. Like,
No, we have fans. It's different.
oh yeah, whatever.
Our fans haven't
they're
named themselves as a gang.
I mean, but we do cause riots when a team that doesn't win for like 20 or 30 years fucking wins.
Eastern European soccer fans.
Yeah, I mean, they
They
riot all
get
the time.
fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
Like,
I don't know, man. Football fans will like burn cars and shit.
Nah,
No.
hooligans win.
nowhere on the soccer hooligans are the equivalent of SEC college football fans on a country-sized level.
Oof.
That's what they act like to me.
Southern.
Have you ever gone to like Athens, Georgia for a fucking Georgia college football game? That's what all.
And then said you were from South Carolina?
Oh yeah, they throw beer cans at you. You're not even supposed to have beer in the stadium at the time, and they'll throw beer cans at you.
I'm glad y'all got to say you were from South Carolina.
Well,
No, I didn't. My cousin told me don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't get to say shit. They were just like, ah.
My cousin was like, you're from Georgia. You've always been from Georgia. You go to this school. If anybody asks, you're a Georgia fan. Don't say anything otherwise.
oh, and that's the level of it too. Like even the worst of the worst sports fans in America, they're just fans, right?
They ain't hooligans.
They're hooligans over there. They have their own gang word for it. Like they're their own subtype.
I feel like they could have chosen a more intimidating word than hooligan. But
Yeah, but they're
whatever.
fucking like
Back when the
European.
word was used,
They're
hooligan was
British.
bad.
Hooligan's always been a bad word.
It was a lot worse back then.
Yeah.
I think rapscallion was a little worse, but whatever.
Well, right now it's not bad at all unless you're referring to soccer fans.
Yeah, that's fair.
If someone calls you a hooligan right now, you're like, haha, you must be, 400 years old. Like,
Or a foreigner.
Anyway, all right. So there's a couple of topics that I want to touch on.
uh-oh.
and I have no clue where my phone is, so I'll just try to remember them off the top of my head.
That'll be for the best.
And it feels like this could have been related a bit to the last segment, but all these are true. Like there's no false news reports here. The CDC, I believe it was, is warning generally like aggressive cannibalistic rats.
I actually had that written down. I looked at it.
Uh-huh.
I had it written down as of a day ago as an Onion article.
Unfortunately, it's real.
What? I've seen the Onion article on Facebook.
Yeah, but there's a real article for it now. It's a legitimate thing out of just New York specifically because the lack of trash that's being like created, like the lack of street trash.
We need Pickle Rick.
And it's not unprecedented for Onion articles to become reality.
Unfortunately, in this day
It's
and age,
about
yes.
10 times that has happened as far as I know.
Are they the Simpsons now?
That always happened. Onion's been around for a long time.
The next part of the inevitable apocalypse that is upon us. Do you guys know about the cicadas?
What?
15-year cicadas.
Yep, the 15-year cicadas. You know, it's about that time for them to all come out of the ground and re-swarm humanity, and it's this region sitting on about 1.5 million cicadas.
You know, cicadas line up and breed clutches and shit, and like there's the 1-year cicadas that we get every year, there's the 7-year cicadas, and there's the 15-year cicadas.
I've never actually heard of that.
Yeah. Wait, when did the last 15-year cicadas happen?
15 years ago. Dumb motherfucker.
I haven't heard.
I don't remember that though. Like I was alive during then. I don't remember.
You were 15.
Well, cicadas don't eat
You
you.
were 12.
Yeah.
We were 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's literally over 1 million cicadas in this region about to just pop out.
When?
I don't
This
know.
summer.
Yeah, it's during the summer.
It'll be during July, August.
We should definitely do recordings outside. Just the constant.
We're gonna stay inside.
You're not gonna notice much of a difference from what we get here anyway. It's just gonna be more cicada noises, and we're already getting fucking 30 in our backyard every fucking night during the summer anyway. What's another 30?
1,000.
No.
A couple decibels.
It'll be bad. I mean,
Oh yeah, it'll be
we're
bad.
definitely gonna run into way more cicadas than we have in the last
15 years.
several years. Well, like 7 years.
Yeah.
7-year cicadas is pretty bad too. It's when they line up that's not fun.
This sounds
they
like
do
one of those
line up.
times. I don't know. I just get brought back to that horrifying moment at my old house where we were all sitting playing Smash Bros together, and we had this mentally handicapped cat.
Panda?
Panda.
Okay.
He had legitimate brain damage. He was a goofy cat, sweetest cat in the world. But when it came to him being a cat and hunting stuff, he was a ruthless monster. And we're sitting there playing Smash Bros, and just in the doorway leading into the living room, we just see him walk by. He walks up into the doorway and stands there and looks at us with a screeching cicada in its mouth, just bloody murder screeching. And we all stand there in horrified silence for a good 20-30 seconds before he walks out of our line of sight back into the kitchen.
And
then
noise just stops.
Yeah, we just hear an abrupt silence, like he just killed this thing. And it haunts me to this day because the noise it was making was just so otherworldly is the best way I can put it.
I'm not a fan of cicadas. And I know they can't bite you. They can't hurt you if you're, just sitting there. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've run into one on my motorcycle at 80 miles an hour.
You ran into a
And they're
bullet.
dense and kind of.
They are very dense, and I've run into a few of them, and it's not fun when one just hits you in the fucking forehead at 80 miles an hour, and it's less fun when you're going about 30 or 40 miles an hour and one flies into your and it hits you in the throat.
It literally throat checks you.
Yeah, it takes like 4 pounds of pressure to crush your esophagus. And that's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, it hit you with that 3.9.
Yeah.
Good thing I got a strong neck.
If you've never been going like 40 miles an hour down the road on a motorcycle and then you just can't breathe for like, I don't know, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time, and I hold a grudge. I don't hold a grudge for a lot of things, but I'll hold a grudge on that.
Beat the shit out of that cicada one day. Or at least it's all
Every cicada that I've ever seen since.
I've only seen like 2 living cicadas in my life.
I've seen at least one dead.
I've seen a bunch.
We get them on our back porch.
I've seen a bunch of shells.
I was just more.
We got them on our back porch all the fucking time last summer.
Living?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was probably.
There was one of the last times Chibi came over last summer. We had a cicada on the back porch, and it was, half dead and shit, but it kept trying to fly around every like hour or so. It had the energy to like try and escape, but it's on the back porch, it's not going anywhere. And Chibi just went over and just fucking picked it up. And the second he picked it up, it just started making the most horrendous sound you've ever heard in your fucking life. And Chibi just threw it out the fucking back door window.
Just very casually staring at this thing, making blood curdling screeches.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
It was ear piercing.
Yeah.
Like, God, that shit's annoying.
I have something to tell y'all funny about Chibi later.
Cool.
Anyway. All right,
so cows and VR headsets, huh?
Fucking what?
Yes, this is a story that I stumbled across that is oddly enough real.
2020.
There is a dairy farm in Moscow.
Of course.
They're doing an experiment right now, and it's working, oddly enough, where they're taking all of their dairy cows and hooking them up to VR headsets to give them a more peaceful, relaxing environment. I don't know what that means necessarily.
No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, right? Okay. They're test subjects for the beta testing of Sword Art Online.
I was going to say The Matrix. I like Sword Art Online way better.
Let's do this.
You can't trap someone in The Matrix with VR. All right, you're going to need like way more in-depth kind of bullshit.
No, it actually is. It is kind of like that preparation for a Sword Art Online. For those of you who don't know, it's an anime related to virtual reality, like video game, hooks up to your like actual your nerve system and whatnot, and just all the people in it get trapped in the video game and they can all die in there for real. That's what's happening to these cows, and we have to protect them at all costs.
Wait, can the cows die if they think something bad happened to them in the VR?
I don't know for sure. What I expect to happen.
I'm okay with it.
I don't like that.
I want to get trapped in Sword Art. I would do.
I'm down.
I would love to get trapped in Sword Art, but I also love the fact that I have my body and I've been able to accomplish.
All right, you guys are all fucking. You're down to get trapped in there, but once you encounter the fucking hell cow level with them who've been grinding this whole time in their VR headsets, you have level 100 cows. You're gonna get fucked up.
I'm better than a cow.
Not a level 100 cow. Stats matter.
Bet.
How long you been leveling?
He's a beater, man. He was a beta tester. He knows all the tricks that you don't.
So are the cows.
It's all about skill.
If that's the way I gotta go, then that's the way I gotta go.
Stomp
and
to
I'm
death
fine
by
with it. I want to be able to see my health bar. I want to see my fucking skill levels and my progress in them. All right?
Agreed.
I've eaten beef, whatever. Payback's a bitch.
I'm sure by then so have they.
Yeah.
I want to be able to achieve a skill level and then never do that thing again.
And it just stays good.
Stays there, right? That's better than literally any other like progress bar that you can witness. Is being able to achieve a certain level of skill with any sort of action and then never do that again and retain that skill. That's the best attribute you could possibly get from video game magic.
Absolute comp.
Video game magic.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, well.
I want to dual wield.
No, fuck dual wielding. Just give me a really big sword.
Kirito would disagree.
I would beat that nigga's ass.
He would fuck you up, man. You can't even damage him fast enough.
Fuck that.
All right.
My sword's a shield.
Well, stepping away from weeb shit for a second. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Vaughn, you got something you want to talk about? You look like you got a lot on your mind lately.
What are you doing tomorrow?
So, actually,
what are we doing tomorrow?
So the crew, specifically me and those who are coming, we're going out to
Super vague. Hell yeah.
I like it.
I don't know who's going, man. Damn. We're going out to protest for the I Can't Breathe.
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd.
Yeah, that horrific circumstance.
Yeah. Here in South Carolina, because it spread and that shit's not right. So people have to say something when they have the chance.
Peace was never an option.
We're taking the steps to go out and provide a sense of security, because people who look like they're ready to fight provide a sense of security for these kind of things. And we're just going out to hope that shit doesn't go wrong and that peace is still a sliver of an option.
I mean, it's super shitty, but at the same time, like, having white people there helps.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that, but it legitimately gives pause to, you know, people fucking firing tear gas and want to just beat down people.
And that sucks. Like, kind of a Penzic story, but like going to Penzic, ran into an issue with cops because I was in a car of only black people. So, I mean,
they were on their way to Penzic, literally got stopped in the middle of Virginia, of all places, somewhere you don't want to be stopped as a black man.
Yeah. And we were held for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours for... They said our tent was too high at like 7:40 at night. We didn't get moving until 9-ish. Sucked. That's why I ended up getting super drunk at Stump. Super fun afterwards, but nah.
Were you tripping for like fucking 16 hours straight? Okay.
Yeah, because I tried to save my acid and didn't think and licked the fucking licked the perspiration from the water that was from the ice on it, and then I was like, oh no, what have I done?
I'm really glad you didn't just get like pulled over by cops and then just immediately down all like the tabs that you had.
It was actually I would have if I had it on me, but I put it in my bag with all my gear. So.
Okay. That's a horrifying thought. I don't know if you ever would have been the same.
No. No, I probably would not have.
So on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. If you watched the end, let me get a hell yeah. Because I like old school wrestling.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're all about.
Also, I want to know who watches this to the end. I would.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, comment hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, and if we get like at least 8 hell yes, I will pull a Stone Cold Steve Austin next time. I'm on.
You'll clash.
How many hell yes do we have to have for you to come back next week?
Let me get at least 10 hell yeah. 10. Fucking 10, guys.
Raising the bar.
10.
All right,
please.
Vorn. So I guess we'll eventually see you again, or
I guess.
Yeah, probably not.
It'll probably be
probably
like,
not ever see.
It'll probably be like next year. Maybe.
You can't
I would love to have you back, but
I might die tomorrow.
all depends on our viewers. We all might die tomorrow. Who knows?
If I don't have enough
it might not even be writing related. You know.
No, I'm gonna get hit in the fucking head with a tear gas canister and die instantly.
I'm just gonna have a coronary. Who knows? I plan on drinking a lot tonight.
We'll say it's a fucking corona attack.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure the hospital will for that extra money. Whatever.
Politics.
Yay, politics.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for tuning in to a Two Whiskeys podcast once again. Be sure, of course, to like, subscribe, check us out on Spotify, Anchor. We're on iTunes now if you want to check out the podcast on there. Just got a proof of that today.
And let us know if you like telling us to suck it, telling you to suck it at the end.
Yeah.
And if you're not done with that,
you can suck it!
I want to know if people are liking that or not.
I love
it. I'm a fan of that. I grew up doing that in elementary school. And
if you were a '90s kid,
and middle school.
Yeah, if you're a '90s kid that liked the WWE,
let me get a hell yeah.
Let me get a hell yeah. All right, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Two Whiskeys podcast.
Can you smell?